Hey guys, welcome back to GBG Reacts. Today we're going to be watching this video you guys have been sending to me. I don't know who this guy is. Apparently this is some kind of series with a wall in it, I guess. The title here says that it's pretty good. I mean, we'll see. I don't have high hopes, but I'm not sure. So, yeah. I'm just gonna start playing the video. Hey guys, welcome back to my reactions video. Hey. Today we're gonna be reacting to I've been recommended this series a lot, and he forgot to say what he was reacting to. Also, he has some piracy sites on his bar. That's kind of bad. That's not good. You really shouldn't have that right there. It seems to be okay for watching on YouTube, so I figured we might as well. How does he know that? Wouldn't you have had to watch like the whole series in order to know if it was safe to watch on YouTube? I mean, maybe not, but maybe he had someone watch it for him and say that it's good. He doesn't really specify that, so I don't really know. Don't watch it. Now, as you can see here, this appears to be a wall. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty clearly a wall. I mean, anyone with a brain could tell that. Like, it's kind of in the name of the series and everything. Like, I don't know. But honestly, I don't think it is. Well, why would you not think it's a wall? It's pretty wall colored, and you can see the texture is very clearly a wall. I mean, it can't be like a roof or anything stupid. Like, that doesn't really make any sense if it was. I mean, it could be a floor, I guess. Like a really zoomed up, close, like, piece of floor wood. But I don't think they would introduce an aspect of that this early on in the series. I don't think that really makes much sense, in my opinion. Actually, I think this is a roof. Oh my god. You guys wanted me to watch this? Dude, he doesn't even know what a wall is. Suddenly I have really low hopes for how they made this really good. Okay, let's just keep going. You can tell by he doesn't even have a reason. He didn't even like say anything there. Am I recording? Yeah, I'll cut this out later. He didn't even say anything. Like, he just sat there saying nothing after that. Unless he's gonna say something now. So this is he's just gonna pretend that he didn't say anything, and I think that's kind of crazy, actually. I don't know why he's doing this. I don't think that makes any sense. There's not really a reason it should be a roof. I mean, it's named the Wall series, or the Wall Saga, as I said in the playlist over there. If we go back, yeah, we can see in the bottom right, it says Wall Saga. Oh, I should make this full screen. That's my bad. It says Wall Saga down here instead of Wall Series, like the title suggests. I think that's a little bit of clickbait, honestly. I don't really think that's nice of you to do that. This appears to be a wall, but honestly, I don't think it is. Like, again, like, going back to this one, he doesn't really say actually why. I think this is a roof. Because you can tell by... He says you can tell, but you can't really tell by anything. Because if it was a roof, it would have, like, a light, you know? Like, it would be lighter. He just coughs and moves on. So, we're gonna... just continue on, I guess, and so see. This is Wall 2. This was their second Wall special. So yeah, it seems like he doesn't really have much to say about this episode. So I'll have to fill in the gaps for him. Clearly this guy is pretty inexperienced with walls. Like, you can tell this is more of a creamish colored wall. You can see over here there's like some... there's like a few like marks on the wall, clearly of some use to the wall. Unless that's on my monitor. That one is. This one isn't. Yeah, like down here you can see a few marks. The wall's definitely been used quite a bit. Not sure who exactly used it and why. What they could have done. This could be like an apartment building. This could be quite a lot of places, actually. We can speculate for a while. I think we might see more as the series progresses. I think is what we're supposed to wait for. So, what this basically is, it seems to be just like walls. I mean, this, yeah, like as you can see, he's kind of fumbling quite a bit on the more intricate parts of the wall. Like as we discussed earlier, this could be like an apartment wall. This could be just a house, really. That might actually be pretty smart to just put it in a house. I haven't seen that done before. That could be clever. Could be trying to trick people, and it's actually in like an office building. You don't normally see this color in an office. It's more of a whitish color. But it could be like a trick. Again, we'll have to wait and see to see exactly what they want us to find. We might get more clues later on. Right now, I'm more interested in the series than I am this guy's reaction. He's not very good at reacting, is he? Let's just move on. This wall kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so this guy clearly doesn't know what he's talking about. like it's just sad. Like, you can very clearly tell there's some love and passion going on with this wall, and it's just all going over this guy's head. Like, it's just so blatant. Like, if I was the creator, did he even say who the creator was? He didn't say who the creator was. I'll put it in the description. Don't worry. But yeah, it's very clear that he just doesn't know what he's talking about. He's just kind of an amateur. There's nothing wrong with being an amateur, but when you're reacting to something like this, you kind of gotta have a standard. That's just clearly not evident in the way this guy speaks. So, kind of just want to react to the actual video. Kind of just want to react to the actual series itself at this point, but you people did want me to react to the reaction, so here you go.
I mean, I suppose, like, for a wall, it's okay, but, like, I mean, I've seen better walls.
I mean, obviously, this isn't, like, the greatest wall ever, but, I mean, a wall's still a wall. Like, you're not gonna put, like, a basic, like, office wall on the same level as Taj Mahal or the Taj Mahal. Yeah, I had to edit that first one out. I like the second joke better. Like the Great Wall of China. You've got a lot of great walls. Like, but they all can't be great. You gotta have some alright walls. And I think that's kind of the beauty in these types of walls. The basic and the bland make it the majority. There's not really a reason to have everything be the best, because if everything's like the best, then there's just no normal. Someone should put that on a movie. That sounds like a great quote. Okay, let's just move on.
I have a better wall.
I just want to get through this video.
Like, this,
Am I recording? Okay, I'm recording.
This video kind of sucks, honestly.
What? This video doesn't suck. This video doesn't suck. You just don't get it. Okay, I'm gonna stop going over this over and over. I think we get the point by now. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. I'll try to ignore him. If he says something, like, really stupid or annoying, like, I don't know.
So, this person, honestly, this video is about 6 out of 50, if I had to give it.
Okay, that's a little low there. Like, even for not liking it, like, you gotta give this at least, like, a 15 out of 35. Like, at least the craftsmanship you should be able to admire. I think you're just trying to trigger me. Hang on, who requested this? Wallwatchers 1342. Okay. Sorry. I'll cut that out for the video. Then we'll just go again from here. But yeah. Okay. Let's just move on.
The rating. So the last one was definitely way better. About a 7 out of 50.
Okay, that's kind of an arbitrary scale now, isn't it? You're kind of being a bit harsh on these videos, really. Like, I do agree that the first video I think was better. I think the short and sweet was definitely in the right direction. But this does have its audience. Like, I may not personally be a fan of it, but I can admire the craftsmanship of this secondary wall. Like, it's just rating it subjectively, I'd definitely be still above what he was giving it, somewhere around 23 out of 35 for the second video, and the first video was around 28 out of 35. But like, objectively, I think they both have to be somewhere around 30, 31. No, I think the second one is a little more put together. I think the first one is just always staying at 28. Second one, just from a technical standpoint, somewhere around 31. But I'm just not a fan of this type of stuff, which isn't a bad thing. You don't have to appeal to everyone. It's just not what my preferred tastes are. There's nothing wrong with that. So yeah, let's just keep going.
As you know, by my 50 rating scale, and I really don't like the noises in the background.
I like how he says he doesn't like noises, and then there's like 100 noises going on in the background for him. Like, you have, like, come on, we can't be serious. Like, noises happen. Just turn on suppression. Or just do a little bit of audio editing. Like, it's not that hard. I do it for every video. Like, do you just not record your audio and visuals separately and then put them together in a timeline? Because that's not really that hard. I know I'm sounding a little mean right now. I'm sorry. But that is, like, what you should be doing as a YouTuber. Especially with someone of his size. How many subscribers do you have? 600 or so. Yeah, like, you should be separating your audio and visuals, and then getting an editing software and doing that. That's just a tip. Just if you want to do YouTube as a whole, that's probably your best bet.
I really think this could have been a lot better without them.
No, that's an interesting point to bring up. Because, well, I think the audio adds a lot to it. It adds some ambiance. There is definitely a point for just no audio at all. And I wonder what an alternate series would look like without it. So I kind of hope that they explore that possibility sometime. I think that would be really cool. And yeah.
so I really hope they improve that.
Again, it's not really an improvement, it's just a difference in tastes and preferences.
In the upcoming videos.
Right there was actually a really interesting movement that he just completely, blatantly ignored. You saw the camera like pan down a little bit and to the left, and you could see for like a split second like a few more like marks. I'll throw some pictures up on screen so you can see it. I'll have to go back at it later and look at it, but that's actually really interesting to see. Like, you almost never really see stuff like that with these kinds of series. It's very good to see. And this was made a while ago too, so this is kind of really ahead of the game. I still don't see this nowadays. It's really impressive, honestly.
Honestly, like, the camera is shaking a lot too.
But that's the point of the actual video. The camera is shaking. It's supposed to be shaking. It takes place with a person. I'm sorry. I'm pausing this too much.
You can see it because the shadow moves. And, it moves and, the camera shakes because of it.
No, the camera does not shake because of it. The camera shakes because it's an artistic choice. Okay? Though, to be fair, I do see a lot of newbies get this wrong a lot too. Like those who aren't as in the know. Those that aren't really in the know of like wall watching. They tend to forget about the camera movements and claim them to be very unnatural and kind of just mediocre, sloppy. That's what I was looking for. But truthfully, I find them very endearing. Because not only are you showing that you're like a flawed individual, it's also showing like your personality. Like what you strive to create. You want to show those flaws. You want to show like what you've got, everything. You don't want to be confined to just one spot. You want to look around a little bit, even if the looking around seems to be a little darker than the rest of it. Like, you want to keep searching. Like, I think that's really beautiful.
So, okay, actually, this part right here is really good.
I do have to agree with him on this. That movement was actually one of the best movements I've seen in a long time. I'm shocked I haven't seen this before. Sorry. I can cut this out of the video. Sorry. Had something in my eye. Yeah, anyway. It's just a really good scene.
This is actually a really good part. I may bump this video up to a 7 out of 50. Maybe I judged it too soon.
It's always good to watch a video to the end before you judge its whole contents. That is an important lesson that I think we all could use. Am I recording? Yes, I am. Cut that out the video and go. Oh my goodness. Just right there, immediately into it on the second episode? Oh my goodness. Yeah, well, I guess you can see some of what I meant earlier. Like, you can very clearly see, like, some stains or something on the wall to prove it's been, used. Yeah, it goes back to what I was saying earlier about exploring and wanting to show all sides.
Wait, what was that?
We're going back in the video. Oh, he's getting invested now. Despite everything I've said about this guy, I do hope he continues to look into the wall community a bit more. It's always nice to have a few new fans. Yeah, it's just cool that some bigger eyes are on this field, because I feel like the community is pretty small nowadays. I remember 2015.
Oh, this sucks.
Never mind. I hope this guy never sees this video for what I'm about to say to him. No, I have to hold my tongue. I can't say that on YouTube. For the full unedited cut, please subscribe to my Patreon. But for now, we're just gonna move on.
Never mind, it's back down to a 5.
Hey, didn't he say 6 earlier? I thought he said 6.
Out of 50. So honestly, I really think that this video was way too long, and a lot of fat could have been cut from it. Oh, here, hold on, let me turn it up.
Oh, he didn't even have it up all the way. Hang on, do I have him all the way? I do. So, a lot of the fat he's saying, is pretty essential story beats and just general showings of the wall. Like we get that's like sometimes we don't want to see this. Sometimes we just want to see the action. We want to see the weird bits. But I think a lot of people forget that the beats in between are very important as well. It's like if Pokemon was only the gym battles. Like, that is the point that everyone, like, tries to get to win. But there's also the actual building your team part. That's a pretty core aspect of Pokemon as well. I think a lot of people would just forget that.
There we go. Sorry about that. So, like, it could have been a lot better. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's a work in progress, what it seems. This is only the second video, so maybe.
Actually, this is really impressive for a second video. I kind of forgot this was the second video and not like a 12th video, 15th. Like, this is very well made for a second video. I would love to see where this guy goes from here. He still didn't say
It'll
the
get
name.
better as they figure out what they're doing. at the very least, this is better than the last video we watched. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out.
Oh, I thought he meant the first wall. Yeah, I was gonna say that no, he thought it was worse, but he actually meant his previous video. He should probably be a little bit more specific about that next time.
Link is somewhere on my channel. Oh, hold on.
Ooh.
Okay, so.
Okay. So it seems like the story here is getting really interesting. Like, this is a total dark screen. You get nothing. 49 subscribers. Oh, this came after the 50 subscribers. Oh, someone unsubscribed. Oh. Wait. Oh, this is representative of, like, their inner turmoil. But I bet the reactor isn't gonna say anything interesting about it, though. He's probably just gonna go, oh, to black screen, this episode sucks, 0 out of 10, or 0 out of 50, or whatever his stupid scale is. Like, this...
This is the next video. You get nothing. 49 subscriber anti-special.
Yeah, I read that already. I didn't realize he was gonna read it. Sorry.
Let's see what this is all about. Okay, so that video seemed to have been some sort of joke.
A joke, he says. Like, you just can't get clearer with your symbolism there. I see from the runtime on this video that he did end up making it shorter. This is about the length that I usually watch, so I'm probably going to like this one a lot more. Interestingly, this seems to be like house sightings, which I find very curious. Is this the same building as Wall 2 and 1? Because that could be really interesting if it is. And you can definitely see like an actual texture here, so there's no way he says this isn't a wall.
Honestly, I didn't find it very funny. I don't see what the joke was. Let's move on with the next video. Now see, this is a wall.
Yeah, even an amateur wall watcher will see that this is most definitely a wall. Like, it's just impossible to say otherwise, really.
This is definitely a wall. This is Wall 3 Outside Edition, so...
Ooh, right, sorry, I didn't even see the title. Outside Edition, so this is outside. Presumably the outside wall of whatever walls 1 and 2 were. This is the 4th video. Do you think there's going to be 4 balls and then an ending? That could be interesting, I think. But on this outside wall, I'm curious to see what we're going to do with this, because outside walls, especially like siding, can be a little weird.
Makes sense that this is a wall.
can tell by the way the camera's looking down that the person on the other end is just tired. Like they're trying to stay awake despite it being the middle of the day. Like you can imagine yourself like leaning on this wall, like trying to take a breath after like a long day of exercise. Or even like in the middle, like taking a break from like a soccer game or a tennis game or something. Like on a nice summer afternoon. Like it really invokes the feeling of nostalgia and joy in not summer, but just warmth. Yeah, that sounds right.
The camera angles here are really good too.
See, that's that's exactly what I was saying. Like, at least you could admire the camera angles here a little better. Maybe he just wasn't trained enough to see the differences in wall 1 and wall 2. But here, it's exceedingly obvious what's going on. Honestly, maybe this person did listen to feedback in the making of wall 3. Like, kind of. Because wall 1 and 2 are definitely more suited towards people like me who have been in the community for a while. But wall 3 seems to be more of an introductory wall, if that makes any sense. Which I think is kind of interesting to have your introduction be on episode 3. Technically 4, but I think episode 3 was kind of like vague posting. Like they were clearly going through something while making it. So I think while they want to keep it part of the series, they don't want to necessarily like call it another part of the series. But yeah, we'll just continue on.
Honestly, one of my favorites so far. That's a rated 8 out of 50.
This guy has really high standards for wall watching. Like, me personally, thus far, like, I'm leaning closer to 33 on this one out of 35. Because it's just really interesting. It's got a lot going for it. It's got the early draw. It's got the good angles. It's got a good recognizable wall. Like, you really have something going here. Like, the only thing I think I would change is, personally, I like more advanced walls. But, like, again, that's more of a me thing. Like, the actual work done on this is impressive, incredible even. Like, you can see, like, the camera movements here as well are, like, you can imagine yourself, like, leaning back and forth a little bit. Like, tilting your head to, like, get a little bit extra breath or release a little extra breath. Like, you can really feel the emotion in the movements here.
Whoa. That was really good cinematography right there.
cut out the video. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I'm saying. Like, the camera work done here is phenomenal. Honestly, I might bump it up to 34. Despite it not being my type of wall, I think there's something for everyone here. Keeping 35 reserved for, well, I mean, if you're in the wall community, you know exactly what it's for. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just very excited about that project. I'm been waiting for a few years now. I really hope they do it. It'll be the biggest thing for the Wallwatchers since, gosh, probably the watch party of 20. Was it really 10 years ago? Man, time flies.
Alright. Did you see the way it panned over? Or let me go back for a moment.
Oh,
watch this.
Back. Okay.
This was really cool. See how it zooms in, zooms away, moves around, all that. That was awesome. One of the best scenes of the Wall series thus far.
I'm glad he's getting into it a bit more. Like I said, this is definitely more of a beginner-friendly wall. So maybe what this guy needs is just a few more beginner wall series. If he is still watching this, again, I'm sorry for what I'm saying. Kind of have to play it out for the camera a little bit. But, if you want any more wall recommendations, I have a few. Feel free to hit me up on Twitter, or what's it called now? X the Everything app. Feel free to hit me up on X the Everything app, and I'll be sure to send you a few of my favorites that I think you would enjoy, because there's a few interesting beginner level wall watching videos that, if this impresses you, I think you'll really like the others.
It seems like they're finally starting to understand what this series really is. Maybe this is why so many people recommended this series.
No, I do have to disagree with that specifically. I think they saw the backlash. I think they had some backlash on episode 2, I think my friend told me. Because it was a little bit, like, it was harder for people to get into. Like, I was talking about it earlier, but it's just harder to really understand than the others. In episode 1, at least. And I think we felt a little bit of that in the anti-special. The frustration, I mean, of just not receiving it very well. So, actually, I'm not even sure if this person's in the community, because I don't recognize this type of camera. So, hey, creator, if you're watching this, we have a Discord. Feel free to join. There's only like 50 of us in the actual Discord. We do have a subreddit, but nobody really uses it anymore. But yeah, feel free to hit us up. It'd be really cool to like discuss your series, because like I'm definitely gonna show the Wall series, the Wall Saga, to the server, because this is just really good. Actually, does this person have... No, there's no link in the description, so I'll have to look for the Wall Saga myself.
Because I mean,
I'll put it in the description.
Really good scene right there.
So that was pretty subtle. A lot of people wouldn't actually notice that. But I'll edit in the top left right now. But if you notice the camera, it started to spell out like a letter, like almost like a J, like with the camera movement. I wonder if that'll be important later. I know there's been a few series that have done similar, but if this person isn't in the community, then they might not know of that trick. This is actually a really interesting series because I don't know what they know. Like, if this was a series made by someone that I knew, like, I would have a pretty good idea of what to expect, but since it's like a complete newcomer, I just have no idea what to expect. And I think that's really interesting. I wish we could get more people into wall watching. It's a very fun hobby.
Wow, I'm in awe. If you couldn't tell,
Frankly, I'm surprised he noticed the camera movement there. I'm pretty surprised, honestly, from how he didn't seem to care too much on Wall 2. Maybe he's a closet wall watcher. I don't know.
I'm kind of stunned in the silence about how good this episode is. Honestly, one of the best ones thus far.
Oh, we got the next episode. Okay, so to wrap up Wall 3, that was probably the best. I do have to agree with him there. That was probably the best episode they've done up until that one. The other, the anti-special was really good, but again, if it's not really like in the series, I don't want to count it. Even if I did count it, it would probably only be like 30 out of 35, which is still really good, but probably not as good as episode 3. But yeah, this is Wall 4. Oh, look, it's indoor wall again. Okay, so an interesting thing about this lighting here. It seems like it says it's indoor wall again, which implies this is the same wall. However, this lighting here seems to say it's a different wall. So I wonder if we're going to see any sort of payoff here. I noticed the episode is longer. He's probably going back to what he knew. Like, he probably looks at like these types of walls, these indoor walls, the most. So he probably wanted to start off with that, despite the fact that it probably would have been easier to start off on the outside wall. That way it draws people in. I wonder if episode 3's knowledge will carry over to episode 4 for this guy, though, is what I'm wondering.
Wall 4. Alright. The lighting here is a lot better than the first two.
This So yeah, we're already starting off with a lighting talk, which is very nice to see. That's a good difference from earlier. Yeah, the lighting is certainly brighter. It's probably honestly a reflection of how he feels, the creator, I mean, because the first two were a little dim. Probably just awaiting the reception. I think that he probably recorded the first two around the same time, or didn't upload the second one until, or sorry, didn't upload the first one until the first two episodes were recorded, which makes sense. There's quite a few people that do that. And then the anti-special was kind of like full darkness. And then episode 3 was like, oh, this makes episode 3 way more interesting, because episode 3 was like sun bright because it was outside. Like, it's a very like absurdist brightness, really. Like, you can't always expect it to be that bright all the time. And so in this episode, it's much more natural. All you have to do is just turn on the light switch and you have a nice bright day. That's a really cool difference. The lighting here, I don't talk about lighting too much when I look at these types of series, but they're definitely doing a lot here with this one. Am I recording? Yeah, I'm recording.
I could do without the heavy breathing, though.
I don't know. The heavy breathing is actually kind of interesting because, like, despite like the brightness that we talked about earlier, you can still like hear the need for approval with the heavy breathing, like the like almost like you're out of breath, like you're just trying to satisfy everyone at once. Like, I wonder if that's just like reflecting his state of mind at the moment.
It's a good thing that I don't heavy breathe like that.
So, as we very evidently heard, this guy doesn't have audio filtering at all. So, we very much did hear him breathe. I know that I heavy breathe and make noises into the microphone sometimes, but I at least have, like, a filter to filter it out, you know? Like, it's really not that hard to get something. And of course, like, I edit my videos and such, so it's not like an hour long. So yeah. Just really try to get some sort of audio video editing software. I would really recommend it for something like this.
That's a lot of sound. I got scared for a minute, guys.
So I can't really hear what exactly he almost got scared of. the audio is a little low. Again, why you need to have good like audio software just so you can hear. Like, I wish he like boosted the noise out the video and lowered his own microphone.
Did you get scared? Leave a comment if you were scared by that.
That's some pretty clear engagement bait. I don't know why exactly I wanted to pause and talk about it. It's just sometimes I get sad.
Who is that voice?
Did you see that? Very interesting choice to show the shadow of the camera.
Is this a secret character in the Wall series?
It's not really a secret character. It's probably the person taking the video. I think that makes sense.
I might check out the MatPat theory if there's a big film theory on it.
I wish film theory did the Wall series. I would have known about it way sooner. And it would give us actual like recognition. MatPat, if you're ever looking to wait. No, MatPat is not. Who's the person in charge of film theory? Film theory host. No, not MatPat. Forrest Lee Collins, also known as First. Thank you, the Theorists Wiki. First, if you're watching this, I would love for you to cover the Wall series. It would really give us Wallwatchers a lot of attention. And honestly, this series, aside from the series that I was talking about before, is probably one that deserves to be on film theory. So, I highly recommend looking at it.
This is probably the type of series he would be all over.
I agree.
Like the back rooms. In the Mandela catalog.
No, I agree. I think this is on par with the Mandela catalog, at least.
There's a lot of lore dumps in here. A bit too much, if you ask me. But
I think the main thing is mostly the lighting. A lot of everything else that's going on is kind of building off of the previous episodes. Like, it's pretty clear that it's more a continuation of 1 and 2 than it is a continuation of 3. 3 has definitely been the outlier here, but I don't think that's a bad thing. Actually, I think it's really cool that they decided to break away from the formula they were setting up. It's like, Deltarune, like chapter 1 and 2, was like a cool, fun, wacky adventure, and then chapter 3 was like the night. It's like that.
Honestly, it's an okay series. It's an okay episode for what it is.
This guy has really high standards, I think. Or just doesn't know, like, what standards are for this type of stuff.
I've seen worse. Lord Dumbside give this around a 7.5 out of 50.
I feel like he's more putting it out of 10 than 50, really. I'm gonna assume that's what he means when he says 50, because I don't think that he means 10, because I think he means 10, not 50. Because otherwise, the scale doesn't really make sense, I think.
I've definitely seen worse. You guys should know.
Well, now I'm curious as to what worse he's seen. What does he deem worse than this? Probably, I can think of a lot of things, but this guy doesn't really seem to like this series very much. He liked episode 3. And I think that's really cool, but...
Especially if you've been on this channel for a few years, where I pretty much exclusively gave 1 out of 100 reviews.
1 out of 100. Okay, maybe he does mean 50. In that case, does he only watch what he deems to be bad? Why did you guys want me to watch this? Well, he said the past few years, so maybe he changed. I don't know. He seems to like this series well enough.
Yes, for those of you who didn't know, I used to do 1 out of 100 instead of the 50 that I do now. I've determined that 50 is more fair.
I mean, I do 35 personally, because I feel like that's a pretty good like number to go off of. Like the 1 through 10 scale is kinda meh. Like going much higher than like 40 kind of just gets a bit iffy there. I like 35 because it's a nice like roundish number while also still being odd. So one thing I was going to talk about until he started speaking and I forgot. You can see the dot floating around right there. Like around here, you can see this like speck on the wall like moving around. Which is very interesting because even on like the brightest of walls, you can still see the blemishes. Like it's kind of, I feel like that's very representative of the human nature in general, and how despite the fact that we may put on a perfect performance for everyone, we can still break and crack under pressure.
He breathes too much. Honestly, I could stand without him.
Oh, I don't think the series would be as good without the cameraman, like, filming and, like, being there and breathing, you know? But I do get where you're coming from, at least a little bit. There's a few people in the the Wallwatcher Discord, link below, where that's definitely like an issue for them. Like, they don't like hearing breathing. That's usually why we have accessibility, like alternate accessibility videos. If the creator of the Wall Saga came to the Discord, like, I'd be happy to help out with that. That's one of the main things that I do on the channel. For those that don't know, I re-upload as like a kind of archive various wall things. This React series kind of like on the side to like actually make the YouTube ad revenue. But yeah, just like hit me up. Just like, yeah, just hit me up whenever like you join the server. Yeah, just like how Raid Shadow Legends, the video sponsor for today, hit me up on my Twitter X, the Everything app's DMs. Cause yep, today's video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, one of the biggest mobile role-playing games of 2019, and it's totally free. Currently, about 10 million users has joined Raid over the last 6 months, and it's one of the most impressive games in its class, with detailed models, environments, and smooth 60 frames per second animations. All the champions in the game can be customized with unique gear that changes your strategic buffs and abilities. The dungeon bosses have some ridiculous skills of their own, and figuring out the perfect party or strategy to overtake them is a lot of fun. Currently, we have over 300,000 reviews. Raid has a almost perfect score on the Play Store. The community is growing fast, and the highly anticipated new Faction Wars feature is now live. You might even find my special squad out there in the arena. It's easier to start now than ever with Raid's program for new players. Sorry. I have to cut that out. Where was I? It's easier to start now than ever with Raid's program for new players. You get a daily new login reward for the first 90 days that you play in the game. So what are you waiting for? Go to the video description, click on those special links, and you'll get 50 silver and a free epic champion as part of the new player program to start your journey. Good luck, and I'll see you there. Okay. Am I recording? Yeah, I'm recording. Okay. Anyways, back to the video.
This is kind of a 0 out of 50 on the voice work.
0 on the 50. The guy said before the lowest he gave was 1. Alright, seems like this is a new video though. So guys, we did it. 69 subscriber special. I get that. Seems like he had a lot of fun with this one then. That's cool. I love when Wallwatchers have fun. It's always really entertaining to watch.
So, guys, we did it. 69 subscriber special. Wow. He was at 69 subscribers at this point. Wow, this is actually impressive for that low of a number.
Well, it's not really about subscriber count. Like, yeah, it's interesting that he only had 69 subscribers, but really there's not many people in our community that's watching this stuff. So, I'm kind of surprised that he does have 69 subscribers. He might become the biggest YouTuber in the wall watching genre. And honestly, with this level of, like, passion and skill, like, I would not mind it. At least until the project comes out. That'll be really cool. Though that's no shade on this creator. I know they've put a lot of effort into it. I'm just a little biased for the other project. It's nothing against you. I'm just really excited.
This seems like something you'd see at like an 100 subscriber channel. That's pretty big. I wonder how many subscribers he has now.
That's a good question, actually. I think we saw his subscriber count at the start of this. I might check later if I remember. Oh, we're checking now. Almost 500 subscribers. Oh my goodness. I think he's like the third biggest wall watcher. How have none of us found this yet? That's impressive. And it seems like the specials, the anti-special didn't count, so I'm not sure if this counts as well. Because it doesn't say wall 5. So I might be right on my guess of walls 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then the finale. Because there's only one video left, which is really sad because I've been really enjoying this.
467. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
This series probably boosted his entire career.
Right? That's kind of what I'm saying. Yeah, since this guy doesn't know about the Wallwatcher Discord, we didn't really see much of an influx. So we gotta get this guy in here. We'd love to talk to him about it. Because this has been really fun. I've been loving this series thus far. It's been very good work. Especially for someone's first time.
I'm glad some of the bigger creators are making like content like this. Just what everyone wants.
I'm glad he's starting to recognize the inherent value in these videos at the very least. How many subscribers does this guy have? 600. Honestly, this video probably boosted him a lot. I mean, it's just what Wallwatchers do, I guess. We boost each other. Even if we may not... Oh. Wall finale. New series floor premiere. Oh. Oh. I was right. Okay, that's really interesting. is a floor premiere. I'll have to look into that later, but I'm so hyped about that.
Wall finale, new series, floor premiere. Wow. Even made a sequel. Can't wait to watch that. But that'll be next time. Oh my god. Seriously? Whoa. That's so cool.
I'm so hyped for this. Like, it's crazy how much tension's building up. Like, something cool could happen at any second.
What's he doing now?
The cinematography here is crazy. Like, you can really tell there's a lot of passion and love behind it. Like, he really cares about this floor series. Whatever it ends up being, I'm sure it'll be one of the greatest series on YouTube. Heck, just the greatest series ever. Like, I'll have to look it up later, but I bet it's like, has millions upon millions of views, because no, otherwise I would have seen it already. But still, like, thousands of views, like, that would still be very impressive for a channel like this. Like, because, you know, we don't get much attention out here in the Wallwatchers. But something as high effort as this, like, this would get attention. Big time. It would be a win for the Wallwatcher community as a whole. So honestly, I hope the floor series does very well. Again, I'll have to look into it later.
Is that a voice in the background? I wonder if that will be a recurring character.
And it's definitely possible that other people will be in the series for Floor, because Floors have a lot of people. Like, you could show, like, their shoes and stuff. Ooh, there's a lot of possibility there. I really wonder where he's going to take it. You could really do a lot with this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. 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 This. That's insane. Oh my.
What? No way.
That's what I'm saying. Like, oh my god, that was insane. How do you even do that? Like, that's just not something you can do. I'm impressed. Honestly, I'm very impressed. That was probably the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's crazy.
That might beat out the project. I don't know, though. I have to wait for the project to come out.
Okay, guys. Thanks for watching the video. My final thoughts on it. Honestly, it started out pretty weak at the start, and then later on, it got really good.
I think what happened. Actually, I'll let him speak.
Especially like the voices arc. Those voices were really interesting. I can't wait to see this floor series.
So, I think what happened here was The third video was definitely more of an introductory than the first two, so I think being dropped into the middle of it kind of threw him off. But once he learned that walls were indeed walls, like, that everything kind of clicked. Like, this might not be his preferred type of content, but I think he still gets it. I think he gets the idea. I mean, hey, hit me up on X, the Everything app, and we could chat a little bit about wall watching. I think it'd be really cool.
It's gotta be on like episode like 30 now. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. Please make sure to like and subscribe for more content and hit that notification bell.
I will like. That was a good reaction all around.
To be notified whenever I upload. Until next time.
Alright, so that was a very good video. That was a very good series. I wish I was recommended the series instead of the reaction to the series. But I mean, I taught you guys a lot about wall watching and like the little intricacies that go into everything. And I think it's just something that's really cool. I've been part of this community for over 12 years at this point. And it's just been really nice to just play around with, really. There's a lot you can do. And there's a lot that you can take away from it as well. So, yeah, that's the reaction. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.